Watu polokalama ko ia o hoatani tau kau whakataha tuai houani o mafola hanga tonu ko ni o ku watu hanga tonu ia whakafoa te lea pe moe ata i tau re te o walu fitpoine ni mai whaema pe foki ki he tau live stream ko ia Facebook a Broadcom FM Broadcasting ko whamafola ko ni whahauka tu ia me he Senita Fakafonua Tonga ma a hoi Fafine pe moe Longa'i Fanau Aia I Halaleva. Whakahoka toi whamafola hanga tonu koe ni. Koe polokalama ia honi. Koe polokalama ia whekauaki moe polokalama hono Fakaivia Faka'ekonomika o hou ek Fafine. E o kuiloa pe ia koe Women's Economic Empowerment. E polokalama koe ia. E o kuiloa whanau nou pe koe WEE. E tuunga koe iau ki ai. Kosi lere mai pe polokalama koe ni he ngahi tau koe ni ko tau si tua ki ai. Whafo ia e whengawe aki ai pureanga, whafo mai e Senita. Pea he whoki ki he ngahi kupu whekau aki, ngahi hoanga ue tokoni, o ku Fakaivia ia hou ek Fafine, ki he ngahi whatongia pe koe nau ngahi ngā ue, malawa I ke kumi maua I pe ha moui, I he takitaha o e ngahi kolo, pe ko api pe I he tuunga ko ia. Kau ai polokalama ko ia ku amanaki, ke tau hoko atu ki ai I he hoata ni. Ai polokalama koe ni ko lere mai fokia he ngahi wike. Ai polokalama koe ni ai ako mohono Fakaivia koe ni o hou ek Fafine. Koe hi koe ngahi tawhaki kehe pe koe mehe ngau e whakamea ki he tui ki he ngauhi o ngahi koloa koe ngauhi o ngahi whangi koloa teu pe, teu matala a kau, koe sei, koe kahoa, koe tui wala. Pe foki ki he ngahi kupu kotoa pe kua ko ia ki nau tolu, ke nau mawanga mo ui I he kahau e polokalama tokoni koe ni. E toku whakaikiki pe, ai polokalamani I he lolotonga ko ia, a hono whakahoko ai polokalama, ai ni te tau kau whakataha tua I he houani. Taimini o ku lolotonga whakanofo pe he ni ai Kina tolu koe ko kau mai, me ko ngahi whae ni mo ngahi kulupu. Me ko ngahi ko kina tolu koe kau mai ki he ni ko ngahi kulupu he ngahi kolo. Te pe fokia kina tolu tau taha pe, me he ngahi kolo o kunau kau mai ki he polokalama koe ni na lere mai he ngahi wike koe ni ko tau si tua me ai. Ya koe tumu e ni hono Longa'i kakato e polokalama o ako mo Fakaivia koe ni ko whakahoko. Ya kute I heni pe I he Senita o kiai pe ngahi te niti heni ko si whakaari ai ai ngahi ngāwe. Ai ko wakai ki ai ko ngahi ngāwe ia ko si ko na wau ki ai ono whakahoko o nau poto I ngāwe I he ono whakahoko ngahi ngāwe ko ia ai nia ko whakaari heni I he ahoni. Ai ko nau lawe ki ai ko ngahi tawaki kehe pe me he tui ki he kuki ki he ngahi o ngahi ngāwe whakamea ia mahafua. Ai o kau whakataha tuai I he polokalama ko ia o houani ia. Ai mo menitsi pe meheni kamata e polokalama. Ai ko whalanglangi ko ia polokalama ko ni ko hoa ngā ue pe ia o Senita pe mo polokalama ngā ue ko ni WEE Australia. Ai ko talwhekaulahi ko ia Australia ki Tongani. Rachel Moa ko ia o ku whalanglangi I he polokalama ko ia o ahoni. O ku kau whakataha te whokheni bia mo Eleni Faustina ki hono meihe poate ko ia o Senita. E whoki ki he hoa o tui whakamaulahi Mrs. Lady Whitten. E kau whakataha I he polokalama ko ia o houani. E ko kau whakawhia te nau kau ki hono whakalanglangi e polokalama ko ni. Te mga hi whae ko ni o kau whakataha tuai I he houani. Pai Longa'i ai ngau e kolava e nau pahoko patongia mai koe ni he polokalama koe ni a hono Fakaivia ki nau tolu. Koe anga koe e tu e polokalama koe tokotaha koe tene whai whakatau kei pe ko MC ia. Ko ilai sane hala api me heni pe me he Senita. Ea koe lotu e kamata ke polokalama. Lotu kamata e whakako e whai whekau lose koloa. O kau ia he kau me mipa ko ia poate wharei ai Senita. Ko e rea taritari e whakako ia e surifa whea moeata. Ko e ofisa ia o kune tokanga kina e polokalama koe ni o no Fakaivia Faka'ekonomika o e Senita, ihe Senita. e hili e rea talitali e iai e ki whakawahamapa e kamata ki e whakanofo e polokalama e whai peia e skeritari e Senita o whanawha tupo maalopi. Ono whakamatala ko ia e polokalama ko ni e whai e merine mikaere ko e lau e mau e whakako e sesiria i nia ko e tahaia e kau ina tolu ko kau polokalama ko ni. E whai ai mo whaki o ngahi whailonga, e whoki ki herea, e whai mea mere lama, ko e tahai e kau ki polokalama koe ni. Pea toki lea rewa e talwhi kaulahi i he polokalama koe ni, ko whakamalo e whai e seonara whakahua. Pea toki whai rewa e whaki o ngahi certificate e hoko atu ki ai e polokalama. A koe talwhi kaulahi nea Australia koe ni ko i heni, Rachel Moa, ai momenisi ve me heni, e kamata lewa ai polokalama ko ia o e hoatani ai ni tau kau whakataha tuai me he hala paipase o Alaivahamam'o ai whamafola ko ni me Halaleva me he Senita ko ia Fakafonua i hono torangai kina hoi Fafine pea mo e Longa'i Fanau ia tau kau whakataha tuai ngai mominitsi me he te tau whanongai ki a ilaisane halapiapi e whakatau kei, e mo whakatau lama, e tau polokalama ko ia o e hoatani. Ko e polokalama ia he taimini te tau hoko atu ki ai. Te teo ke kamata e tau polokalama. Tau tau kau whakataha tuai beai i he polokalama ko ia o e houani. O heni bebo e kina o tolu me ngai kupu whekau aki he ngahi potunga ue pureanga. Pe fuki ngai kau taha tau taha. Fo i gai whau pureanga. O hei whekau kau aki.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Lady Catherine and Chair Lady of the Board, Fuiva Kavaliku, and to all the guests and the we participants who are here with us this afternoon. May we proceed with our program? I don't know. It's not. This one? Okay. But we want to get May we start with our program. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ilaisane Halapiapi, and I am the Deputy Director for Tonga National Center for Women and Children. And I am happy to be a Master of Ceremony for this afternoon. May I humbly ask Dr. Reverend Losekoloa, one of the advisory board member, to please come forward and say our opening prayer. Thank you.
Let's pray, and I will do it in Tonga. Ke tau lotu. E o tua mafi, o tua i kuna. Lau manu mo lau tapuaki. Ai Senita Fakafonua, ma Fafine mo Fanau. I aho whakakoloani. Ko aho peo i kuna. Ko aho peo e fia. Aho e mee, pia mo e mawawa. Mau whawhetai atu ko uhi ko whakalao e ho awhio. Ai ahoni, pia mo hono ngahi whotutu, pia mo e polokalama. Na e whotutu pehe tangata, ka kono Faka'ekonomika, ko e awhio na pe ia. Pia ku fia ai ho mau ngahi lotoni. Mau kau ngā whakamooni. Ko uhi he na i kuna i pe ho awhio. Ai mea koto ape i he universi. Na moe mate na e tupangi pe ho awhio ko mo ui. Matu ngā ia mau whawhetai o pongpongini. Whawhetai ai whalau maali e lelei. Ko whai mai whawhe whalanglangi. hai komisiona Australia. Pehe ke hoa e tui whamaulahi. Whawhetai e whalelei ko whai ke sea o e poate. Mea pehe ni pa moe tare kita malolo. Tare kita lolo tonga mo kau me mi pa poate. Pa mo haa Fafine. Ke kau ngā kau he malari o e whawhetai. I he kuna kafa ko whai haa Fafine. I he tare niti. Pa mo e tāpu aki ko ke whakoloa aki ki nau tolu. O Fakaivia aki. E ngai tapa ke o e mo ui. Nau ngā wei. I he whai mea tokoni. I he tui. I he tā whakatātā. I he ngāhi matala i a kau. Kātoa. Ai ngāhi mea ke ko nau wako. I sentani. Ke Fakaivia ki nau tolu ke mauai ha nau mo ui. Pa nau ngā wei ai ngai tale niti ko mea ofa e a Fiona ke tek nau tolu. Ke kahau o e halafononga pe mo nau ngai family. Pe kai ngā tai ka aonga foki ke nau ngahi mo ui fa foi tui. Pe mo e nofo. I he family i he kai ngā i he kolo pe mo si. Kau maa e fonua. Mau kolea o lau maari e maa ni oni. Ke haa elea mai. O loto i he kamata anga katoa nga maalari ko eni. Ai aku amanaki. Ke mau siofia ai ngahi ngawe lava mea. Pa mo ikuna ko whai he kau Fefine ko eni. Ke langi ia pe ai a Fiona. Tā ke kina he sikaina ai a Fiona e polo kalama o e ahoni. Pea tuku ke oua na kumei ha mau langi. Pe te mau pole ai. Ka tu ke langi ia pe ai a Fiona. Ko e koloria mo e whamalo ke ai a Fiona pe ia. Whai no tata ke kina ki mautolu. Ke au ke ngata anga polo kalama o ahoni. Ke whahoi fua ki ho a Fio. E huafa e tamai mo e alo. Mo e laumari e maa ni oni. Amen.
Whamalo atu ki he whaiwhekau I he tataki o e lotkamata o e hoatani. May I please ask Sulifa Fe'a Moeata? Sulifa is the Economic Empowerment Officer for the WE program to please come forward and say our welcoming speech. Malo.
To our guest of honor, Her Excellency Mrs. Rachel Moore, Lady Catherine Witten, the chairperson of Tonga National Centre for Women and Children, Mrs. Eleni Boese, and all of the board members that are here with us today. Former Director of Tonga National Centre for Women and Children, Mrs. Fuiva Kavaliku, representative from Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Mrs. Baker, all distinguished guests, on behalf of Tonga National Centre for Women and Children, we would like to welcome you all to the graduation of the Women Economic Empowerment Project participant for the year 2021. Mrs. Moore, thank you so much for being here with us today. We are truly grateful that you took time out of your busy schedule to join us in today's celebration. And to everyone else, we are glad that you are availing your time to attend and witness the hard work of these women. I will not hash on the details of why we're here today. I will leave it to Emelina Mikaere as a Women Economic Empowerment Supervisor to walk you through the details of the project. Well, I simply welcome you all. Today's program will be very short and simple. And after this, you are all welcome to view the ladies' work on the tent on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all have a lovely afternoon. Thank you very much. Once again, welcome and good afternoon. Malo abito.
Whamalo kia Sulifa he lea taritari o e aho. May I please ask one of our young single woman, Fonofa Tupo Malohi. She is the secretary PA for the director to please perform a song for the guest of honor and rest of the guests. Malo.
Koe Longa'i e tau polokalama tau kau whakataha tuai he houani. Hange ko ia ko no whakahokohoko atu pe ko ia e tau polokalama. Mei heni ka koe ki whakawahama pe ko kamata ia o e polokalama ku tau kau whakataha tuai i he houani. O tu pe ko e nau whakareo lahi o ku ke a o le rei ki moa ke whai a ke polokalama. Hange ko e hiwa ko e nua mana ke whakahoko.
Sorry, Fonofa will sing her song later on, but we can continue on now with our program. I would like to ask Emeline Mikaere. Emeline is the Economic Empowerment Supervisor for the WE project to please come forward and say a few words about the WE project briefing. Thank you.
The former U.S. Secretary of the States, Hillary Clinton, once said, and I quote, "When there are no ceilings, the sky's the limit." So let's keep going. Let's keep going until every one of the 161 million women and girls across America has the opportunities she deserves to have. Your Excellency, the Australian Head of Mission to Tonga, Rachel Moore, Mrs. Catherine Whitten, DFET Tonga staff, prestigious guests from the government, partners and families that are present here today to witness an important event. On behalf of TNCWC board and staff, again, I would like to welcome you to the TNCWC family. Just like last year, I have been tasked to give a brief overview of the WE program. The WE program started as an initiative in 2017 and has become part of the TNCWC scope of work thanks to the financial support from Australia through Pacific Women in Fiji. For those that do not know of the program, the Women's Economic Empowerment Initiative was piloted from the period of 2017 till last year. The direct outcome of the project is for women and girls, including survivors of violence, to have access to and control over expanded economic opportunities, and to be able to make strategic life choices. Through the pilot program, TNCWC was able to learn more on how to improve and strengthen the initiatives, such as ensuring that counseling is an integral package in strengthening WE. We also learned that working closely with partners, such as ANZ Bank, WCCC, the Latu Project, Family Protection and Legal Aid Centre, Tonga Skills, Fafine Family, the Domestic Violence Unit, Tonga Police, has helped in conceptualizing the development and implementing of the training packages. We grew from a small operating organization to becoming what we are today. What you're witnessing is nothing that we have worked for overnight. It took teamwork, collaboration, and especially your continuous support towards the program throughout the years. From 2017 to date, a total of 56 women from various districts have participated, of which 24 have already graduated from the WE program. And with the 20 graduating today, we will have a total of 44 women and girls that had benefited from the program. What you witnessed today shows the commitment and sacrifice of the graduates. Indeed, there was a lot of requests from other women to be part of the program. But we only had the capacity to cater for 25 women within the space. The women met as strangers, but during the course of training, they have become families. It was a great sight for the staff at TNCWC to see the smiles that we have put on their faces. The laughter from these women has become music to our ears every day. And we owe that to all of you who are in attendance for your support, whether it's a donor, a trainer, a partner, and also not forgetting our families. It is not an easy journey for us here at TNCWC office. Early this year, our former director, who has been the champion and forefront of the WE program, retired from her position. I would like to take this time to thank Mrs. Fuiva Cavaliko for her contribution and her sacrifice in the program. Just lately, another director resigned from her position. It was challenging, but with the support from the TNCWC board members and the Tonga Post, we continued till the WE training program was completed. Today, the women will be presented with their certificates and also startup packages that will assist them in starting up their business. Apologies, I tend to be emotional when it comes to this time. So the 20 women graduating underwent a 4-month basic skill training in various skills like cookery, fabric printing, sewing, baking, product design, and floral arranging. The startup packages are inclusive of stoves, topsoils, wheelbarrows, sewing machines, fabric paints, and many more, which you will see later on today. We believe that these initiatives will assist them and their families economically, but also initiating a phase for Tonga in the COVID-19 recovery phase. It's not going to end there. We at TNCWC has also planned for the women to be mentored for the next 6 months. They will be assigned mentors who will visit them and discuss on ways they need to improve and build on their business. TNCWC will be hosting market day events as well as business summit that will create platforms for the graduates to be linked with the local markets, as well as opportunities for self-exchange with other Pacific countries. This is all part of the Phase 3 program, and again, we will need all your support towards the women graduates so they can grow their businesses and be economically empowered. I would like to repeat a quote by the former White House First Lady, and was the first woman to be nominated for the President of the United States, Mrs. Hillary Clinton again. That I had quoted this last year with the cohort 2. I would like to repeat it again this year. And she said, and I quote, "When women participate in the economy, everyone benefits." On behalf of the TNCWC board and staff, we would like to thank the following for the continuous support and believing in us. The Australian Pacific Women Program for the continuous support of the program, the Australian High Commission Tonga staff, Anna Baker, the Senior Program Manager and current Program Manager. Unfortunately, I see she's not here with us, Mrs. Aulala Tongilava, for their never-ending support towards the program. The Pacific Women Support Unit team in Suva, Fiji, partners, WCCC, the Latu Project, CSFT, Gender Division, Tonga Family Health Association, ANZ Bank, Legal Aid Center, Tonga Skills, and Fafine family. Without your support, we would not have come up with a training package that will equip the women with knowledge and skills to start their business. Not forgetting my trainers. I would like to extend a special thanks to my trainers. Lopeti Filo, Sesia Piukana, Olitipalu, Senita Mo'oa, Winnie Manuelevao, and Huahulu Ha'onga for their ongoing facilitation during the training period. We look forward to your future support in the ongoing mentoring of the women. To our graduates today, thank you to all of your commitment and dedication to the training, and you have all earned the certificates today together with the startup packages. The First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama, said this, and I quote, "There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish." We are also recognizing the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Women's Affairs and Gender Equality Division for their ongoing support towards TNCWC throughout the years. Most importantly today, to all the husbands and families who are here to witness this event. It was for your trust in us, as well as allowing your partner to attend. Shows your support in the area of women's economic empowerment. We thank you, and we do hope that you will continue to support this initiative as it will benefit your families. So from all of us here at TNCWC, a big malo albito and congratulations to you all.
Whamalo kia Emeline Mikaere he whamalaala mo whatala noa e tawhaaki koe ni o We project. I may now ask Fonofa to please come forward and perform our first musical item, Malo. Malo, fa malo kia fonofa pe mohono ka ngahiva. He hima whakafofa, matauto reoatani. May I now ask Cecilia Inia. Cecilia is one of the we participants to please come forward and say a poem regarding the project. Malo.
Your Excellency Ray Somoa, Australia High Commissioner, CEO, Dr. Fotufisiahi, Director of Women Affairs, Honorable Bolo Tupaunga, staff, my fellow participants, families, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to be a part of the program today performing my poem. I was told to read a poem in English, so if anything happened here today, please forgive me. Mo'one lau kokalasiono tuolai. Looking for the best lifestyle is always the challenge in my mind. For a best mother to be analyzing, a woman who's active never sleeps early. This is very historical year, 2021. I have come to reach my goal. Chosen to be women economic empowerment makes me forever grateful for this great offer. We came together with the group trying to find our way. Hands in hands, we got things done. We work side by side. All we are one, gained the confidence to start a business on our own. We can cook healthier food. We can bake, arrange flowers, as well as sewing fancy clothes. The road to success was not that simple, but at the end of today, we all graduate. Australia High Commissioner, a huge malo au pito for all your support and cooperate. To lead by example is a true treasure. The secret of leadership is one of simple measure. And it's be forever grateful and thankful in our families throughout this journey. We will succeed. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to come. Malo tua ofatu.
Whamalo kia Cecilia Inia, he mau whaafofa, ko toko se tau whanonga. May I now ask guest of honor, Your Excellency Mrs. Rachel Moore, to please present the certificate to all the we participants. Malo. Katak whamole ai kau participants, whamole o mo whakaongo mai peho mo hingoa pea mo lama mai ki moani ke hai komisiona ke ne whoake at homo certificate. The first person on the list is Siriseni Faka'ekonomika. Siriseni Faka'ekonomika successfully completing the Women Economic Empowerment Project for cookery and baking. Hokomai kia Meliana Tangipo for completing cookery and baking. Fifita Latu for completing cooking and baking. Cecilia Inia for completing cookery and baking. Ana Tufutele Akauola for baking. Nunia Pelinita Moala for baking. Nunia Pelinita Moala. Anatonga, floral arrangement and project design. Anatonga. Selai Matau Singa, floral arrangement and project design. Temaleti Moala, floral arrangement. Maria Wikelotu Ahia, sewing and fabric printing. Melesia Tupo, sewing and fabric printing. Akanes Kaufusi Kawaka, sewing and fabric printing. Lustania Mawai, sewing and fabric printing. Lose Homa Tetefa Lau Hoa, sewing and fabric printing. Barbara Maasi, sewing and fabric printing. Melelama, sewing and fabric printing. Luciane Popua Langi Pepa, Luciane Popua Langi Pepa, sewing and fabric printing. Kalalavai, sewing and fabric printing. Hane Hafoka, sewing and fabric printing. Pagwe Faka'osi, Kofinau Taulanga, sewing and fabric printing. Thank you, Your Excellency. I may now ask Fonofa to Baumalohi again to please dedicate this song for the Pacific Women's Support Unit in Fiji. Lyra Loka and the team, thank you for all your support and assistance throughout the years. Malo. Fonofa to Baumalohi, Secretary PA for the TNCWC Director. Malo.
Just one. Oi.
Teke koe hoko ni penyo e polo kalamai. Pai hono whinga e tu pe mea rea ke lava ke whakakakatoa ke polo kalama. Whono wha tu po malo.
Malo, whamalo ai pe kia whanowha. Pea mahono ka o ngā hiwa, he hiwa whaafof. Thank you. May I now ask Mele Lama, one of the WE participants, to please come forward and say a few words regarding the WE project. Malo.
Kore ke hufanga ngai whakatapu nai kamata ak ai polo kalamani. Ka amai hawhainga maari e ki e whine motu ani. Ke o whakafofonga ea toa lea whakamalo. Me si tuunga whine mātua nai kau ki e polo kalama ako ngā wen. Ke Ambassador Australia, CEO e pot ngā mia. Poate o e TNC, WC, mohono kau ngā we kotoa. Pea pehe ki si kau whai ako, pea mō tolu kotoa pe, ne mō kau ki hono whakaau, mo whakakato o e ahon. I he taimi na mau kau mai ai ke polo kalama ako ngā weni, na mau ngo i Fefia. He ko mau kau he lau, pea lau he kau, i hono whakao e mau misi ki a ngā he tāpuaki ako pehen. Kou hi ko mau masiwa, na mau lewa i lelei, hai se o mo piki hama, kai vai manawa, ma ke mau tolu. Nei kai te mau wangori e kina ha taimi, ko mea nei iloi, ko mau taimi pe, ke whakamore mai, ke whakakato ai polo kalama ako ngā weni. Nei whakatu e ataha o i kau whai ako, uri palu, hawi istone, ke mau tuu maari e whakamaterie, pia ke mau tuu maari e whakalau maari. I he tui, ko mea pena mau lawai api, ko mono hangahi wala o kumahai, ka koe ahoni, ko mau lawa o stipe hangahi kofu, muha toi wala o kuwhia mau. Iyo, o kuiaya e amanaki, ko ha mau anga paanga, pa ke mau hoko, ko ha kautoa kasa i he kahau, te ria e kautu hausia. I he painting, na mau whiwhiri pe o kuanga whewheho no tā e tupenu. Ka hi ono a koi ki mau tolu, ko mau lawa ai ke whakahoko a ngā wen. I he cooking, moi baking, ko ngai cook whakatonga pēna mau whakahoko i api. Ka koe ahoni, te mau hoko ko hakau peika, mo hakau chef, i ho mau ngai loto whale, tu unga i he ako ngā uena e whakahoko. Iyo, o ka ke katu maariho, mana tu i ala salos. I he floral arrangement, ka whia mau ke te teu i ha whahinga whakataha pe kātoanga, koe paki mai pē matalai akau, o whake vasi, pia lau ko whakaofa. Hiri ai a koni, ko lawa ke mau ilo ai kalasi mo whaunga kehe, ke hono whakatutu o e matalai akau, ke ne malawa o toho a ki ha tokanga, mo whakahaha o whakihata. Whakawhalanglangi, o koat e mau pōpua ki tala monu, whakamalo loto honga ia mo oni, mo e ofa tu ki he feitu una, kai aho mo ngahi waafika o ako toape, i ho mo wala nima mai ke tokonia, se o mau ngahi taleni ti, hei ilo na au ke kahau, ko hoko moana, e whangakita aputa. E lawa ke mo uia se o mau ki family, pia mohani i kehe, i he kau ngā whanonga. Kore ke ulawa te whapapalangi, tu unga ko whakawhalangan. Your Excellency, the Australian Ambassador, and to all distinguished guests, it gives me great honor to speak on behalf for all graduates today, to express our utmost gratitude for your generosity and kindness in facilitating this program, giving us what we may call a second chance to a better life and better future. As mothers, we tried our best with what we could and had for our children. This program has enriched us in our roles as mother. It has been a blessing to all of us. Thanks to you, the CEO for the MIA, all staff admin of the TNCWC board, and not forgetting our selfless and hard-working teachers and everyone involved making this program a success. We live here today feeling wealthy already, both in skill and in spirit. With our sewing, I only knew as much as sewing patches and days on clothes. But I stand here today happy to report that I can prepare, cut, fit, sew, and make your dress. We learn new skills in painting, cooking, and floral arrangements. Your Excellency, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. Thank you for allowing us to dream again, for bringing home back into our lives. We are indebted to you. From all of us here together with our families, we wish you all the very best in all your schemes and plans. Thank you all.
Whamalo kia mele lama he lea whaafofa. Moi popo ai peki he ngawe ko lama. May I now ask Your Excellency Rachel Moore to please say our closing remarks. Malo.
Good afternoon. My respects to the CEO of Ministry of Internal Affairs, Dr. Fotu, who I don't see with us today, but when I do see him, he's usually in pink, which is a good sign. The Deputy CEO for Women's Affairs and Gender Equality Division, Latu, the Interim Director of the Tonga National Centre for Women and Children, and I want to acknowledge the challenges and the inspiration that have been raised today, and to say that there are hard times in every journey, and my deep respect to you for enduring those hard times, especially during this year. And I think that the depth and the foundation that you had to endure these hard times is a great credit to your early director, as you've mentioned. To the members of the Tonga National Centre for Women and Children Advisory Board, we've heard today about the importance of the role that you've played at all times, but especially during these challenging times. To distinguished guests, including my friend Catherine, and to all who are gathered at this auspicious occasion. First of all, I want to thank you deeply for my puleta. It's the first that I have owned in my life. I love it, and I'm wearing it with great pride today. I'm not sure who sewed it, and I'm not sure who did the printing, but I would love to meet you if you are here. I also wanted to acknowledge that the skills that you've developed, I think accidentally, but just happen to be aligned with some of my core interests. I love flowers and nature, the clothes are beautiful, and I love to eat. So great to hear that we're developing some more of those skills in Tonga. I am deeply honoured to be here for the first time at the Tonga National Centre for Women and Children, a centre that prioritises supporting Tongan families, especially women and children in their times of need. All lives have challenges. Every single one of us have been through challenges. And during those times, we need help. We need friends, we need family, and we need institutions like this centre who will stand behind us and help us to pick up and go on. And we are so proud to be a part of that journey for you. I'm really excited to be here to mark the achievements of this centre in their efforts to end violence against women and children, but specifically in empowering women to expand their livelihood opportunities. These are values shared by both Tonga and Australia. And I acknowledge our partnership in efforts to empower women to be the change makers in their families and communities. If we leave out women and girls, we leave out half of our people, and that is in nobody's interests. I'd like to congratulate the 20 graduates here today. What an achievement you have made for yourselves and your families. Deciding to join the Women's Economic Empower program was a big thing. There are sacrifices every day to continue to get through to this end journey. And now this is the beginning of the next journey for you. Australia is always proud to support these kind of initiatives. We understand this is about supporting Tongan families directly, empowering Tongan women and young people to pursue entrepreneurship opportunities. I too, together with all of you who have spoken, would like to thank the hard-working staff at the centre for your dedication over years to implementing your vision for women's economic empowerment. I understand that this wasn't the original beginning of this centre and that this was a pilot on economic empowerment, and now you've seen 3 successful intakes supporting women across Tongatapu and empowering them with the right tools to make them a better future for themselves and for their families, for their community, and for Tonga. Your efforts do not go unseen, and I hope you continue to be invigorated to do this good work for the sake of the people you diligently serve. I also want to mention the trainers who are involved in this program. I've been advised that the centre said it was vital to secure the best trainers. And I can see that this is reflected in the wonderful products that the graduates have put together today. I'm very proud to be wearing this, thank you. I'm confident the women have learned so much, and I'm so pleased to hear that the mentoring continues on for another 6 months past today. I'm glad this program has been investing in local expertise, whether it's skills in cookery, fabric and tapa printing, sewing, baking, floristry or product design. I am immensely proud my country has been able to support an enrichment of learning experiences amongst Tongans. It's great for you, and I hope that over time more of your products can come into Australia so that Australians can also benefit from this hard work and dedication and the enormous skills that exist within your group. I personally am going to take very seriously during my tenure over the next 3 years, ensuring that our programs align with Tongan values and that we support you to do the things that are important to you. These things are also important to us. Our values are very much aligned. As you may be aware, the Australia's Pacific Women Shaping Pacific Development Regional Program is finishing, but it's transitioning to the new Pacific Women Lead Regional Program. This is a significant investment over the next 5 years, and I look forward to continuing to support the Tongan National Centre for Women and Children to ensure we continue to give priority to women's needs in Tonga. If I can return to the graduates, I want to congratulate you and thank you again for the opportunity to join you today. You've made the most of this opportunity, and I want to wish you the very best in your future endeavours, whether it's starting your dream business, finding full-time employment, continuing to master your craft, or just taking these skills back to your family, your friends and your community. I hope that this project has enabled you and empowered all of you to step out and embrace your talents. Malo apito.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the word of encouragement in empowering women. Thank you. I would like to ask Sayonara Fakahua, the Interim Acting Director, to please come forward and say a word of vote of thanks. Malo.
Whakawhetai ki he otua. Whakawhetai ki hono huawha mā oni oni mā uaipe. First of all, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessing and grace, we are able to make this event what it was. For the guests of honor, Your Excellency Rachel Moore, the Australian High Commission to Tonga, Lady Catherine Whedon, Mrs. Eleni Latu, Chair Lady of the Advisory Board, the Ministry of Internal Affairs. To all of you, and for all the distinguished guests, to all of you who have made charitable donations that successfully achieve the aspiration and dream of this small society for women and children, as well the economic empowerment of women. Thank you so much. Ministry of Internal Affairs, Pacific Women Shaping Pacific Development Support Unit, Mr. Lysenia and team from Fiji, Mrs. Anna Baker and Aurora. David Tonga. For the trainer, Mrs. Soanalala, Mrs. Winnie Manuel, Mrs. Cecilia Buchanan, Mrs. Huahulu Haunga, Mr. Lopeti Filo, Mr. Uliti Palu, and Mr. Sione Tamo Uasemi. For those of you who had the opportunity to participate in the education and economic empowerment program for women, thank you for your perseverance to take advantage of these opportunities, but greatly help you and your motherhood roles in your families. Thank you so much to our organization for the responsibilities of helping women and children from the basics of the day and all sorts of strategies. The great need to have branches like this in our country, community, church, and look forward to achieving a branches of labor is hardly mentioned. It's the desire to have a time when these tides have folded. Thanks to the prayer floor, thanks to prayer and praying for all the efforts of the good and the safety of our people from the wrong work of our enemies, cracker the dignity and beauty of the lives of women and children. Last but not the least, the chair lady of the Advisory Board for Women and Children Center. To you, Mrs. Eleni Faustina Latu Ila, and all board members. You stand to deliver and support all the responsibilities that have been taken at the center. Such was the thanks to my fellow workers at the center. For the staff, thanks for patience. The Lord's work for his people. For the guests of honor, Your Excellency Moimoi, Catherine Witten, Chair Lady, the former Director, Fuiva Kabaliku, Reverend Dr. Lose Koloa, families and friends, sincerely thank you for the end of the day. Wishing you all the best for what you are doing, but for the general good for the whole of Tonga. May God bless you all. Malo Alpito.
Whamaloka seonala he lea whakaosiko lava. May I now ask the chairperson of the board, Mrs. Eleni Faustina Latu Ila, to please present the gift for the guest of honor. Malo.
Koe te minia koe fuaki e me alfa I he kau whakawhi whakalanglangi.
Your Excellency and Lady Catherine Witten, these are the gifts from all the we participants, from sewing, product design, screen printing, and they are very happy to present you the gift for today's occasion.
Fuaki e sea koe e pua te whare e Senita o Eleni Latu Ila.
A gift from the we participants. And the last one is for the chair lady of the board of TNCWC, Eleni Latu ila. Malo. Tau ki pas whakaosi, ki he ngahi ngau e koen ko lava. Ke kole lewa ki he whaife kau, Dr. Reverend Lose Koloa, ke whamole mole, ka ne whakaosi ha tau lotu tuku oi aho. Malo.
Let us pray. Ke tau lotu. E o tua mafi. Na mau kamata pe moe a Fiona. Pe koeni ko maua umai ke tō mui o katoa ngā maalari whakaikuna. Ai ngā ue koeni ha Fafine. Mau toi hanga hake pe ke whakamaa opo opo. Ai ngai tare niti. Ai ilo, ai poto. Mo ki nau tōl kotoa pe ko nau whai. Ono Fakaivia, ai fofonga ha Fafine. Whama opo kotoa pe ia o hapai hake. Ke au pe ai langi, moe koloria, moe whakawheta i. Tu ke tā ke ki nai pe ho lau maari e maa oni, ai whakaosi, oi katoa ngā koeni. Ka mau kei fia pe, ko hi, ko e Fiona, ko o tua o i kuna. Pea ko e kelesi. Ai ki ko sisu kalaisi mo fa toa ko tamai mo feohi o lau mali e ma oni tu ke hifo aki o nofo ia e tek mau toluni ko toa pe ona hileni kai fai pe o tangata. Amen.
Ai he koe kamata ia o koe ngata anga ia tau programa. Tau kau whakataha duai e houani. Hangai pe ko ia ku mo mea mai ki ai ko e kakato ia programa o e houani. Senita Fakafonua Tonga ma a Fafine mo Fanau me Halaleva e hala paipa si Alaivahamam'o e programa kono Fakaivia Faka'ekonomika o e hoi Fafine. Hangai pe ko e na tau whanongo ki ai e programa fai toko ni ai me pureanga Australia mga i hoanga ue. Ai au tau kau whatahai whakafo mai potunga ue ngai ngau e Fakafonua pepe foki ki he ngahi kupu whekau a ki i he hoatani. Tau whamalo ai peu tau whatawanga pena ongo lele ia tupe i he lea moe ata e programa o e hoatani mei Halaleva. Whai whatongi atu i he programa e houani me he tau whaita live streaming na ia ripate ki sina bea mo pita takafua e fokia fuata leu tui fua bea mo tupourea me tau reti o e hoatani na ia risiate tohi bea mo e motua whahoa me ria lau manu tau whakakato ia tau programa i he hoatani ka mo mea